Welcome to Bucky Bullet Gymnasium here at Drury High School for the Northern Berkshire best high school rivalry. Drury versus Hoosac Valley. Tonight, the Lady Hurricanes of Hoosac Valley take on the Blue Devils. Here in a classic rivalry matchup between these two fine teams, Tim Moore alongside of, once again, my broadcast sidekick and analyst, John Bird. And John, we've covered a lot of these games over the years.
Oh, geez, yes, we did.
It just doesn't get any better than Hoosac Valley and Drury in anything.
In any sport, certainly, basketball, baseball, football, it doesn't matter. And certainly in the gym in the middle of the winter, it really don't get much better than that.
And, John, both these teams coming into this one with records of 3-1. Drury off to a good start, playing good basketball. They're led by their senior captain, Kayla Mcgrath.
Yes, Kayla, we got two McGraths. It's amazing.
You're right, exactly.
Drury, Kayla Mcgrath, she's averaging just a little over 20 points a game. And Avery McGrath's almost 21 points a game, respectively. Those are the leading scorers of the two teams.
And Hoosac Valley comes into this one off a tough loss to Amherst. We covered that game the other night in a very hard-fought game, so they were unbeaten. They're now standing at 3-1.
Yeah. Well, Tim, on that one, they had a hard time in the second half. I mean, Hoosac had 25 at the half and ended up with 36. You can't score 11 points in the half. I'm sure that's what the coach would say too. The shots weren't falling, and when they don't fall, then it's tough to win.
For Drury, John, I know you had a chance to speak with head coach Ian Downey before the game here, and Drury's a little bit short-handed tonight.
Well, unfortunately, he walked away, talked to the Hoosac coach, McGovern, just as I was approaching, but the assistant told me, I asked, I says, are you healthy? He says, yeah, we're pretty healthy. Marley Brothers is out, number 12, and Danielle Harnick, number 22. They're both out. He didn't elaborate on the injuries, and I didn't ask, but they're both out right now, and the rest of the girls are here, and they're healthy. So, should be a great game.
And for Hoosac Valley, they're pretty healthy, fairly good squad. They will be without tonight Rylan Wittick. She'll be back, I understand, potentially the next game that they play. For Hoosac Valley, they go right from this one on Wednesday night. They play a big one at home against Taconic Braves, and that should be a good game as well. So this is a big one. No one's looking ahead of this one. These two teams come in here with records of 3-1. It'd be a real feather in the cap of Drury to come away with a victory over Hoosac Valley here tonight.
Well, certainly, as years have gone by, so many tough games have been played, but Hoosac had the upper end most of the time. When you got state champions coming at you, you're getting their best and the best in the state. Sometimes that run ends a little bit, and it seems like they got a great record, but when we saw them against Amherst, it wasn't quite the same makeup, let's put it that way, as a team. So I would say, for Drury 3-1 and Hoosac, this should be a battle right down to the end. And I just see a great game coming, and hope everybody enjoys it.
Well, it should be a real barn burner here between these two rivals, Hoosac and Drury. They only play once under the new alignment. This is the only time they'll play this year. And again, the boys, they'll play once. The Drury boys will play Hoosac Valley up at Hoosac Valley later in January. So and of course, we'll be covering that one for Northern Berkshire Community Television. But kind of sad that these two rivals only play once. But we're going to enjoy this one while we got it.
We got to make the best of it, obviously. But at least they get them once. It'd be a shame if we couldn't have that rivalry, Tim. So at least we get them once, and let's make the best of it, and they make the best of it, and it should be an all-out battle, an all-out effort for this one game.
And we're about ready now. The horn is sounded to get the starting lineups for tonight. Of course, we want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television for tonight's live broadcast of high school basketball here from the Bucky Bullet Gymnasium as Hoosac Valley takes on Drury.
There's a North Adams Public Schools policy that a face covering that covers the nose and mouth is required to be worn by anyone inside the building at all times. This includes players, fans, and coaches. The athletic directors of the Central League would like to express their concern about sportsmanship in high school athletics. All spectators are reminded that we are dealing with young athletes, not professionals who are trying to do the best for each respective school. We request that all cheering be supportive, and spectators reminded that the price of admission does not entitle one to jeer, criticize, or downgrade opposing players, coaches, or the officials. Let's make this contest a positive experience for all concerned. Thank you. Now let's read the starting lineups. First, the visiting Hurricanes. At guard, the senior captain, number 12, Alyssa Guardian.
Yeah, Alyssa Garabedian, the senior guard. She did a nice job against the Hammers.
Yes.
As did Ashley Church, just a freshman. Runs that offense for the Hurricanes.
Number 31, Avery McGrath.
And Avery McGrath, the other McGrath that we referred to, John.
Yeah. Well, we don't want no disrespect. McGrath and McGrath show tonight, maybe. You never know.
That's right.
Now let's read the Blue Devils.
And there's
The last one was
Taylor Garabedian.
Garabedian, yeah.
And for Drury, number 5, Lauren Davis, the junior. She's a fiery guard.
Captain number 2, Kayla McGrath.
Caleb.
Alyssa Russell, the junior. Of course, Kayla McGrath, the senior. This is a young Drury team.
Yes.
Tonight's officials are Mark Daly, Bill Henry.
The only senior on this squad is Kayla McGrath.
Would everyone please stand for the playing of our
We will pause now for the playing of our national anthem.
Just looking around, Tim, we got a very good crowd tonight. The camera's on one side of the gym, so you don't see the other side, and the other side is where the majority of the people are. So.
Right. That's right. The side that we're on, nice crowd here for this matchup between the arch rivals, Hoosac Valley and Drury. Both teams coming in, as we said at the outset, identical records, 3-1. It'll be a big game for both teams.
Hoosac's averaging about 52 points a game, and Drury's averaging about 45, so they're pretty close on that also, along with the record.
And again, as usual, John, it's the ability of teams to withstand that good, solid defensive pressure of Hoosac Valley they've had over the years. So we'll see if Drury can handle that, and that'll go a long way to determine how this game plays out.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right.
Taylor Garabedian and Kayla McGrath will jump it up here to start this one. And Drury controls the tap.
Wow, football game already.
Right. Big collision right there at midcourt. Driving hard to the basket, and they're going to call it out of bounds on the turnover.
Blocked her off. She sealed her on the baseline there.
And here comes LaShore, working up against that pressure, being hounded by Lauren Davis. Outstanding defensive player, Lauren Davis, the junior for the Blue Devils. Pressuring that ball out front.
Oh, a deep pass, a little too high.
Well, pass. Looking for Garabedian on the block, not there. And Drury.
Just a little bit more arc. She was open, but just a little high on the pass.
All right, Davis now with Garabedian on her. Crossover dribble. And a ball knocked away.
Trying to get it to Kayla Mcgrath there.
And they're going to look for a big game from McGrath. And there's the shot by Bishop. No good.
A little long.
And a rebound. McGrath.
Oh, open look in the paint.
Billets on the rebound. It's going to put it back up. And
oh,
start.
she got it to go.
And they need more of that from her, that's for sure.
Well, last game she had a couple of towers underneath the paint last game against Amherst.
Good point there, John, on that. 2-0, Hoosac Valley, opening moments. McGrath. Ball knocked away, and it's going to go over to Hoosac Valley there.
Turnover.
Yep.
I like to say always, just get the shots up. You know, just get your shot, even if, you know, it's not your favorite shot, get one off.
Garabedian working against the pressure. Gets that ball into the front court to the shore. And they're looking to the post of Billets. Billets kicks it back out.
Garabedian.
No good.
Nothing, air ball actually.
For Garabedian, and out comes Drury. Here comes
She's
McGrath.
going all the way, belt end to end.
And, off it did not go. Had a good look. She had an excellent look at the basket.
Yes, she did.
And McGrath wheels it out of there for Hoosac. McGrath against McGrath.
Yeah, a classic, huh?
2 high scores. There's Avery McGrath. Count
and
it for
makes
three.
it. Boomba 3 for Avery McGrath. Our first one of the night.
First one.
Yeah.
And here comes.
It was a nice pick on the, almost a steal.
And again, some pressure there.
Got to settle them down a little bit. I mean, everybody took off, and the inbounder didn't have anybody to throw it to.
Opening moments of this one here at Bucky Bullet Gym at Drury High School. 5-0 Hoosac Valley. And here comes Davis now. Guarded closely by Garabedian.
Sisters on the team.
That's right. Alyssa and Taylor.
Oh.
And looked on the back door there. It didn't go, but.
Another turnover for Drury.
Garabedian down the range.
And she gets it to go. A deuce. A 2 for Alyssa.
That's her first bucket.
And we got our first foul of the game.
Out front against Alyssa. So
Alyssa Garabedian with her first foul. Team first.
And Lauren Davis, she's going to set this offense. Looks to penetrate.
A 3.
Nice kick back is, just
off the iron. Rebound.
And Billets. Here comes again LaShore on the move into the front court, and she's going to pick up the foul there.
Davies?
Yeah, it looks like it's going against Lauren Davis. It is.
Yeah.
Her first and the second on the team. Actually, the first on the team.
Looking for a cutter.
Ball gets inbounded to LaShore. Down the lane. Doesn't go. And a foul. Oh, that's against Alyssa Garabedian.
Only 2 fouls, and they're both on the same lady.
That's her second.
Yeah.
So she's going to take a seat on the bench. And she'll sit down. And checking into the game for Hoosac Valley will be Lily Boudreau, number 3.
She got some minutes against Amherst, I remember.
Yes, she did. Good switching defense there.
Yes.
And
shot travel.
Going to call it travel out front. So another turnover, John. You're right. Drury's got to limit those turnovers.
You got to get, like I said, I overstate a lot of times every year. I've said the same thing. Is even if it's not your favorite shot, you got to get a shot.
Right.
You want a shot at the hoop.
It's always got a chance to go in.
Right,
But if you don't shoot it, it's not
going in.
You know it's not going in, right?
Right.
There's Taylor Garabedian on the baseline. Nice sweep move there.
Like nothing. I think you're going to need a timeout here in a minute. Off to a 9-0 start. I think you got to get Kayla Mcgrath involved here, your senior, and get her into an open look. She thought about it.
She did. And here's Russell now, wheeling.
Open wing.
Looks like they're almost giving her that shot.
Yeah.
And really concentrating on keeping the ball away from McGrath for Drury. And a ball on the side, no good.
She's got to shoot it now.
And it's going to be a violation.
Another turnover.
Right now, and there's a timeout by Drury, John, as you indicate. Good timeout there.
Yeah, I need it for sure.
To get reset. And if you just join us here, 3:43 to go here in this first quarter, it's Hoosac Valley with a 9-0 lead. And it's been a story, really, of Drury's inability to get some shots. They've had a few turnovers. I've got them at 5 turnovers, so.
That's about right, I would say. Certainly more than they want, for sure.
Right.
And you know, Hoosac is getting the shots off. They had like one turnover on a long pass in from underneath, but other than that, they seem like they've gotten a shot every time down, and some good ones.
Right.
So, and that's what you want. I think you got to get your senior. I said it earlier with Kayla Mcgrath. You got to do something. She's got to get involved. She's got to be either the shooter or the sister, assist or something like that.
Well,
I think
she's scoring at a 20-point a game clip, so she can really fill it up, and she's got to get her shots, as you said, John.
Right.
No question for Drury. They need to have her.
And I think she's the only senior on the team.
She is. This is a young Drury team.
Yeah. Well, and she's a senior. I've been watching her for, all but last year because of COVID, but.
Okay, Avery McGrath brings the ball up. She's guarded by Kayla Mcgrath.
Well, you got
defensive pressure. Avery McGrath down the lane. And going to score it.
Another 2. She's got 5.
That was a well-designed play there.
Yeah, they picked off. Well, Kayla McGrath slipped and fell on trying to follow her.
And they're going to call a foul out front, hand check against Taylor Garabedian. That was a good call. She was hand checking Alyssa Russell. And McGrath wants to take it down the range. She does.
It's still Drury's.
And it'll stay with the Blue Devils. They're trying to get on that scoreboard. There's Alyssa Russell.
Oh,
shot did not go.
Nope.
And McGrath into the front court for Hoosac Valley. Hoosac Valley gets into their offense.
Get 2 open looks.
Yeah, there's a ball on the floor. And here's a breakout for the Blue Devils. Ball knocked away by Boudreaux.
What I've noticed the last 2 times down with Kayla Mcgrath, she's watching Avery McGrath. She's looking for the ball. She almost needs to face guard her. She's like trying to play team basketball with, she's 4 or 5 feet from her. She's not going to be able to guard her that way. Another turnover.
Ball's knocked away. Here comes LaSure again for the Hurricanes. Running that set offense with Billets on the block, doing a lot of screening down low. That shot no good. Nice rebound inside there by number 15 for Drury, Brooke Bishop.
Drury needs a basket, obviously.
They're looking low to Bishop. It's on the blocks. Bishop wide open in the corner, but she won't look at it.
Not even looking at an opportunity there.
And there is Davis. Doesn't go. And
rebound.
Push Bishop, and they're going to call a foul on the rebounding action. And Brooke Bishop will go to the line and shoot a pair for the Blue Devils. A foul will be against Gabby Billets. And that's her first and the 4th on the team here with 1:43 to go in this first quarter. And Hoosac Valley with the 11-0 lead here. Bishop can get them on the board here with 2 foul shots. And she does.
She does.
One more for the junior, Brooke Bishop.
And 1 for 2.
So 11-1 here, Hoosac Valley with the 10-point lead. And McGrath thought about it for a minute.
Let's see how she penetrated and tried to get the assist there.
Garabedian thought about that one for a minute. Not there. Billets strong to the basket
And
and
makes
score.
it. Wow.
The junior. She's got 4 points now. She's 2 for 2 from the field. A little bit more active offensively. She had to really play some towers the other night. And shot no good. Boudreaux with the rebound. And
She came in for Alyssa Garabedian. She's got her first rebound, or maybe her second, but
down the lane, no good.
And
they're going to call a foul underneath.
I'm not sure.
Could go against
Hoosac here.
It's going to go against Hoosac.
Number 3, I think.
Yeah.
No, number 20.
Yeah. No, that's going to go against Ashlyn LaShore. So that's her first foul, and 5th on the team here. We're under a minute to go here in this first quarter of play. Hoosac Valley leads it here, 13-1. And here's McGrath taking it all the way to the basket. Strong
And she gets
score.
her first floor basket, Kayla Mcgrath.
Kayla Mcgrath. She was determined on that one, John.
Yeah, she did. She switched hands. She's a lefty. She switched to the right and finished it off. Oh.
Got away with that travel there.
Travel there, yeah. She traveled right in front of us.
There's she thought about it. There's Garabedian.
Oh, that was high.
No good. Here comes Drury. McGrath has a breakout.
I think she's gonna settle it down. Now go to the rim.
And
scores
it
got
again.
Another one. 4 points for Kayla. The last 2 baskets for Drury.
Puts that lead to 8, 13-5. And here's Ava McGrath the other way.
That was the end of that.
And scores at the buzzer.
Yes.
So the two McGraths trade hoops in the last 15 seconds of this first quarter, and we close out this first quarter with a score Hoosac Valley 15 and Drury 5. But Drury looked like in the last couple of minutes, John, they were starting to get their offensive rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, well, Kayla took over a little bit, and they're going attacking the rim. But right now, I think that Drury's bigger problem is their defense at this point, and it's Hoosac's offense. Credit to them, is coming pretty easy, and they're getting their shots. And I think that if I was the coach, I'd switch to zone if I had to, just to try to stop it a little bit. But certainly, Hoosac did look good in that quarter. They shot better, and they got more shots. So, as you said, Drury made a little charge there with a free throw and 2 points, 2 baskets from the floor to get the 5 points. But they got to keep it going. They got to get the momentum going.
And while we have a moment, John, we want to give a shout out to our friend and broadcast partner, Rick Boa. Still a little bit under the weather, feeling better. He and Debbie, his wife, a little bit under the weather, but we expect them back soon enough.
I miss my partner for sure.
I'm doing as good a job as possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No disrespect, Timmy. I'm just saying, 11 years together. You know what I mean? It's like we're like peanut butter and jelly.
That's
right. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So.
Okay, we're going to start the second quarter here. Hoosac Valley will have the ball. They lead it here by 10, 15-5.
All right, so.
Again, Kayla McGrath on Avery McGrath. Avery looking at spin, not there. 12 on the shot clock. In low to Billets.
Nice catch.
And here goes Boudreaux down the lane, throws it up.
Wow.
Doesn't go.
Nice rebound, Garabedian. Stolen by
ball
Holding.
Taken away. Nice rebound there. And defense. And the shot blocked by LaShore. And a foul. Oh, what a defensive play there by the freshman.
Yeah. She's got to cross over to the left hand if she can, and she got a layup.
Yeah.
We got a foul on Drury.
Well, that got the crowd into it a little bit.
It sure did, especially right in front of the Hoosac fan base, which is to our right here.
Right.
They haven't flashed the player yet, and as soon as we know the player from Drury, will. And the number is Still don't know.
All right.
So, 10.
It went against
Holding.
had
Madison
Madison Holding.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's her first team. That's the second team foul for Drury. All right, Hoosac Valley getting into their offense now.
But
There's Garrett Beaton. And a ball
and one of the
thrown
few
away.
turnovers, yeah. Can
Ball-
Drury take advantage?
Ball goes back to the Blue Devils here now with 7:02 to go in the first half. Davis working against Boudreaux. Boudreaux on the floor. And a ball taken away.
She didn't see.
And almost stolen there by McGrath. So a lot of hectic action out front here on the ball.
Yes.
And Drury will maintain possession, John.
Yes, they will. So they have two girls on the back side of the court. All right, there we go. Get a setup of the offense now. Oh,
Not there. Ball on the ground. And it will go. It'll stay with Drury on the possession arrow. Good hustle there by both teams.
Oh, yeah.
They're on this floor. They are playing hard.
you go on the floor, that's hustle play. Oh,
Inbounds is thrown out, and that's going to go over to Hoosac
another
Valley.
turnover. I'm at like at 7 or 8 so far. That's quite a few.
Right.
More than they'd want anyway.
Exactly. They have to get shots at that basket. No question about it in this one. A little bit of a
There's a
weaving
nice
offense.
screen, yeah.
They got Garabedian on the block. Drops it down to Billets.
Open look.
There's LaSure. It doesn't go.
And it's
Scramble for the ball on the floor. And it's going to be tied up. It'll go to Hoosac Valley on the possession arrow. Good hard play by both teams here.
our first substitution, or I think it is anyway, for Drury.
We've got into the game for Drury Morgan Sarkis, number 3, the junior.
Yeah.
She's in.
Open
Lily
look.
Boudreaux. She's got
And
it.
she makes it.
Nice play there. So Lily
first
Boudreaux
Her first 4 basket.
giving Hoosac Valley some good minutes here, John.
Absolutely. Open look by Bishop. Not going to shoot it. McGrath.
On a turnaround. Doesn't go. Boudreaux
Rebound. There
to the
comes
ball.
McGrath.
Oh, and they're going to call, they'll call a block there. That's a
On
good
20,
call.
I think.
Yeah,
On LaSure, I think.
that could be her second.
If
With
it's on her.
5:46 to go here.
Yeah,
it
her
is.
second.
And so now, Hoosac Valley going to their bench here. Kayla McGrath will shoot a pair for the Blue Devils. Nice.
And the first one's in.
Nice stroke there by Kayla.
Nice arc, yes.
She's got 5 points on the night so far.
5 of the 6 of Drury's points.
The lefty, Kayla McGrath, senior's had a great career.
In and
Didn't
out.
get the second one. Boy, that looked good.
It did, in and out. I'll say this, the Hoosac girls are picking very well. They're setting good picks and freeing up a lot of the players.
Hannah Shea now in for Hoosac Valley. She replaces Morgan LaSure. Ashlyn LaSure. And there's a long three-pointer. Doesn't go. Ball is
Save.
tipped. Save.
Saved by, what a hustle play though by Boudreaux.
Right.
She kicked it over to herself, but she fell on the baseline, but that's a hustle play by her, Lily Boudreaux.
And now Hoosac Valley picking up a little bit of defensive pressure against Drury.
Now I'm watching the other McGrath girl. She's like, Avery's kind of like what I'd call face guarding,
Right.
which a lot of people do. I mean,
Ashley, there you go.
Bishop, rebound. Oh, open look here.
That's an open look for 3. Doesn't go.
Doesn't go,
Off
out of
the
bounds.
rim. Right.
What I stated earlier is how Kayla kind of gets mixed up with trying team basketball. And you see Avery, she's face guarding, where I thought Kayla needs to face guard more on Avery on defense.
4:45 to go in this first half. It's Hoosac with the 11-point lead, 17-6. And there goes Boudreaux down the line.
Oh,
That's
nice
a beautiful
play.
pass.
There you go. That's the easy button there.
Boy, that's a nice play there
Hannah
by
Shea.
Boudreaux.
I think it's Hannah Shea.
Shea with the basket.
Her first basket.
Beautiful assist there by Boudreaux.
You'll take that, boy, as a team.
There's a long three-pointer.
Off the back
Doesn't
rim. It can't get to go.
And the breakout by Shea.
All the Drury girls are behind here.
Inside passing. Garabedian doesn't go. Nice defense there. Block on that one by
Well, they had
Sarkis for
opportunities.
Drury. Yeah, he did.
3 opportunities there.
Nice pass looking inside. A foul. Will go against Billets. And that's going to be Billets' second. And now Brooke Bishop will go to the line. Hoosac Valley with
They're in the, one
they're
and
in
one.
the penalty. There's going to be 2 shots anyway. But
Right.
we've got 3 players for Hoosac Valley with 2 fouls. Billets, LaShore, and Alyssa Garabedian. So little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, she's 2 for 3, Brooke.
Starting to rear itself here.
It could in the second half for sure. And we have, she's coming in with 2 fouls.
Yep. 3:56 to go. We'll have to watch that.
Right, that'd be Alyssa Garabedian.
That's right.
She's got 2 fouls. She can't pick up that third. And, she got the shooter's roll. 3 for 4 for 3 points for Brooke Bishop.
Back to an 11-point Hoosac Valley lead. And Hoosac Valley will call a timeout here with 3:54 to go in this first half. And in a spirited contest that you would expect nothing less between these 2 rivals.
Absolutely. A lot of hustle plays and a lot of shots. So at least they're putting them up now, a few less turnovers.
And while we have a moment, we want to remind you can watch High School Basketball Weekly, which is a recap of all the action in Berkshire County high school basketball, both boys and girls, hosted by yours truly and Rick Bua. That's every Thursday night at 7:30. Rebroadcast again on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock and Sunday evening at 7 p.m. That's High School Basketball Weekly on channel 1302. Hoosac Valley will have the ball coming out of this timeout. They lead by 11 with 3:54 here to go in the first half. Drury hanging in here. Looked like they might.
Well, certainly, like you said, it came in. You want to stay within 10 if you can, and then you can make a little run and get it, 1 or 2 possession game. That's the goal. You got to keep chipping away, and right now it's Hoosac ball. I'm sure she's going to set up a play here. Obviously, that's why she probably took the timeout. However, we'll see how it transpires here.
Kayla Mcgrath now running the ball here up in the front court. Alyssa Garabedian. Shea along the baseline. Nice
she
shot.
made it go.
Nice shot there by Hannah Shea.
Her 4th point, and I think she's 2 for 2.
She shot well.
Oh, nice speed.
Beautiful.
Oh, you got to finish that.
Couldn't get it, but it was a beautiful pass by McGrath. And the tie-up, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to go against Shea, so that's going to put Bishop on the line with a 1-and-1, but boy, they had a chance there.
Oh, you can't miss that 2-footer.
Boy,
I know you don't make them all, but that's the one you really need to make.
It was a beautiful, beautiful pass by Kayla McGrath to Bishop. Oh, that's going to put Brooke Bishop on the line. She'll shoot 1-and-1 here.
That means she makes the first, she gets a bonus. If not, it's a live ball.
Back rimmed
it, yeah.
So here comes Hoosac Valley. Bishop now 3 for 5 from the foul line. 21-8 with 3:05 to go in this first half. Hoosac Valley with the 13-point lead.
Open look.
Billett's going to take the step back rim. Had a good look at it. Not afraid to
very
take
aggressive, Brooke.
it. Got to be careful here.
Oh, and she got the roly-poly. The roly-poly went in.
And Alyssa Russell, her first points of the night. And Taylor Garabedian.
You got to block her off on that baseline there.
Works along the line there. They go low to Billets. Oh, beautiful pass.
And there's the finish by Shea, I think, or was it Alyssa?
Alyssa Garabedian.
Alyssa
Boy, that was
Garabedian.
a beautiful interior passing there by Billets. And it will go over to Hoosac Valley. Nice defensive stand there by Billets. She's playing with 2 fouls. Very risky. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the first half. But she's maintaining good position underneath the basket. And here comes Hoosac Valley into the front court. Garabedian thought about it. There's Taylor Garabedian.
And
for 3, did not go. And the ball stolen. And there's Taylor for 2.
For 2.
Alyssa to her sister Taylor. And now it's 25-10. A big turn of events there in this ball game. Sure, he had the ball. And Sarkis with a little bit of pressure. And the ball stolen by Garabedian. She's going to break it into the basket and score.
And that was easy. Her 6th point.
So she scored the last 6 points here for Hoosac Valley. And down the lane, nothing there. And McGrath looking to draw the foul, and she does.
She
and
got it.
And they're going to call a foul against Garabedian. That's going to be her 3rd foul. And she's going to have to take a seat. Phillips is going to take a seat.
We're playing with a little bit of fire there, and unfortunately, it didn't work out well.
And they got singed.
Yeah.
And they got singed. So checking into the game now for Hoosac Valley will be Emma Meswar, the freshman, number 15, seeing her first action.
And Kayla makes the basket.
And Kayla.
8 points.
With the 3-point play. 27-13, Hoosac Valley. Long set shot, no good. And they're going to call foul.
Call the foul there. Looked like an over the back almost a little bit on the
On
fire
the first
play.
one, right.
Yep.
So it's going to go against Alyssa Russell. That's just the third team foul.
But yeah, it's 20 her first.
57 seconds to go here in this first half.
Shea's been hot.
Going to go down the lane, and she
lost it. Yep. Been shooting well.
And here comes Davis now.
Well, they should get 2 possessions almost the way they play high tempo. Two for them, and Bishop thought about it, and she went to the paint and fell. Where's Kayla?
Out here on the interior. Doesn't get the go. Oh, that was it's going to stay with Drury. A lot of action underneath that basket. 30 seconds to go. 27-13. Hoosac Valley. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here goes Russell.
Oh, how'd she make that?
Nice shot there, Alyssa Russell.
Alyssa Russell with that one.
Second basket. And Hoosac Valley now will play for 1 shot. They lead by 12.
Well, these never work out well in all the games I've ever done. Shots go up about 7-8 seconds.
And a timeout there with 4.9 seconds to go. Hoosac Valley with the 12-point lead. They're going to play for, obviously, the final shot here.
A little spurt here by Drury.
Yeah, it looked like they were on the verge of getting run out of here, but they've come back.
Yeah, down 12. They can keep it that and maybe get a couple baskets early in that third quarter. We'll get back into this, but we'll see. I think they got something planned for underneath right here because they really haven't stopped it. At least they've had their opportunities. I'm not saying they made every shot in the paint, but they've had plenty of opportunities there. I'm sure that's what we'll see, or a screen on to free up Avery McGrath. But I wouldn't be surprised if they feed it into Gabby Billets. Yeah. But you don't want her picking up her third with 4.5 seconds.
That's right. So
she wouldn't be in the game for me, and not with 4.5.
I think you're right. I don't think she's going to be in the game here. As Coach McGovern, Holly McGovern, is going to go with the lineup she had when she called the timeout.
Yep, there you go.
Looks like they're looking.
Trying to way out there. Shea's going to long bomber.
Sorry.
Almost makes it.
Right, and that's going to do it. Hannah Shea with the long one, but that's going to do it for the first half here at Bucky Bullet Gymnasium as Hoosac Valley leads it by 12, 27-15, in a very spirited contest between these two rivals. Jim.
Yeah, absolutely. There was not a lack of spirit, not a lack of hustle. Very intense, and this is their biggest games. Well, not their biggest game, obviously that was stated wrong, but a rival game, and we'll see what they can do here for Drury's part to regroup and see what they can do to lessen the turnovers and see if more shots drop and maybe a few more screens. And then on the Hoosac side, I mean, all systems are go right now. The only thing I really see there is if they stay out of foul trouble. They've moved the ball well. They've got a lot of balanced scoring for Hoosac, for sure. I mean, when you look at the points here, Tim, if you want to run them down, I mean, it's a pretty even.
You're exactly right, John. They had 6 players in the scoring column, led by Avery McGrath. She had 7, followed by Taylor Garabedian, who scored 6 in a row. So she finished with 6. Alyssa Garabedian had 4, Hannah Shea 4, Gabby Billets 4, and Lily Boudreau 2. And Boudreau had to come in for Alyssa Garabedian. We got a little bit of foul trouble there, and she did a fine job off the bench for Hoosac Valley. For Drury, as you would expect, Coach Ian Downey's top scorer, Kayla Mcgrath. She had a slow start, but she came on strong there towards the middle of this first half, and she finished top scorer of all players. She had 8 points. Alyssa Russell had 4, Brooke Bishop with 3. But that's the person for Drury, Johnny. You expect to do the scoring. Kayla McGrath, she's an outstanding offensive player and experienced senior, and she's tough to stop. And she takes that ball hard to the basket, and she creates a lot of contact and situations where she's going to draw fouls.
Well, that's why I'd like to see her more out in the lead out this way. A lot of times I like to think she'd either be handling the ball at least once, whether it's an assist or a shot, or, be the quarterback of the team. And I see not quite enough of that. I haven't seen anyway, where I see on the other McGrath, Avery, I see her more of the quarterback in the team, although she's got certainly a lot more balance on the scoring. And certainly it seems like they've rebounded so well underneath also.
Next up for Drury, after this one, they take on Ludlow in their division play. Hoosac Valley, as we said, they'll take on Taconic on Wednesday night up at Hoosac Valley. That should be a dandy.
Yes.
Taconic has a nice team, and that'll be a good one for Hoosac Valley.
Well, almost every one of them up there are good games. I mean, you already had Wacona and they had Amherst, so they've had some really tough games already this year.
Yeah, it's a tough division they're in. Of course, that's going to help them theoretically down the line in tournament play. For Drury, looking at their schedule, John, they come into this one 3-1. They have, I think, a very good schedule and a very good chance going the rest of the way here to win a lot of games. I think that this Drury team, looking at them, their division that they're lined up in, I think is very competitive for them, and they should do very well. I would be very, very surprised watching this Drury team if they did not qualify for the state tournament for sure in Division 5. These two teams are Division 5 squads, so that's the division they'll ultimately play in. But
wow, things have changed so much. From my involvement. I know you've been certainly more know more about the alignments and all that. I'm just going to miss the old format. I know
right.
all things may come to an end, all good things, but it was so nice to see the Western Mass tournament. And I know they say the cage is no longer available, but just the Western Mass tournament, it seemed like so exciting. And you knew a lot of the teams, and if you went down, you just didn't watch one game, you might have watched 2 or 3 games. So, because familiar teams that either be the boys or the girls, or certainly we're adversed on, a lot of the teams, where now it just seems so different, the way it's set up now. But, hey, we'll see what happens.
And no question, John, over the years we've covered many tournaments. No question that the Curry Hicks cage at UMass was
it was just excitement. I'll compare it to this. I know it's a little weird analogy, but for high school, Western Mass, it was like the old Boston Garden.
Right.
You just wanted to be in there. It just had that atmosphere. You had a lot of people in there, especially when teams are crossing over to different, crossing games, and the place would be packed, standing room only, and that's what it would be the Boston Garden of Western Mass for high school basketball. It just had that feel of excitement. You only had to walk in, and it was just electric. So I'll miss it for sure.
Well, and also, John, we've done games at the Cage. We've done games down in Worcester, at the Centrum. We've done them in Springfield.
Right.
No question. It was a perfect size arena for that tournament, in my opinion. It seats about 3,500 people, and it really, in my opinion, was the perfect venue for a high school high school basketball tournament.
I couldn't agree with you more.
We'll certainly miss it. That's for sure.
Well, like all good things, the Boston Garden left us. Now they got the new Garden.
All right.
And so now we'll have a different stadium for them to play in, and I don't know if there'll be that concept will still be in Western Mass. I know the divisions are all. I'm sorry that I'm not up on it, but certainly you're going to have a state tournament. But where those games are played, or some of the bigger games played, once you play like the first round, normally it's a home court advantage of a seeding. But
right.
As you move on farther, where those games will be played, that'll be interesting to me. Again, we have a decent-sized crowd, and then what you can't see is the side we're on. We're on I would say, the west side of the gym, and the other side is the east side of the gym.
Right.
And certainly, even though people are moving about and going to the concession and things, a very good crowd, but more so on our side of the behind the opposite the benches.
Well, we're doing the girls tonight. We'll also be doing a live broadcast of the boys, Drury and Hoosac Valley. In that one, the Drury boys will travel to Hoosac Valley. Live broadcast. That will be January 22nd. That's a Saturday.
Always on my birthday. It's always on my birthday. It's the 21, 2, 3, or 4. It always seems to be either away or home. One game or the other when they used to play them twice.
Right.
We'd always have one right on my birthday. My twin brother and I were the 22nd. So, but this will be my last broadcast, I believe, due to the fact that I'm going to be a snowbird. So I'll be taking off for Florida shortly, and I'm going to miss some of these games. Certainly, I'm going to miss that game, the Western Mass game with Drury Hoosac. That one is.
Well, that's a Saturday night spectacular for sure. So we've got no reason not to watch that one. We'll be in prime time on Saturday night, January 22nd, for another outstanding chapter of that great matchup. Both the boys, Drury and Hoosac Valley, off to fine starts on the season. So that should be a whale of a game. We'll have that one live for you. We got about a minute 40 to go here at halftime. We're here at the Bucky Bullet Gymnasium. at Drury High School. We're at halftime. The score is Hoosac Valley 27 and Drury 15. Both teams are out.
Yeah, they're back, and sometimes it doesn't always count down to the last second. A lot of times they'll come back here, and then they'll, if nobody's warming up or shooting, that they'll, move the horn, and we'll maybe move it on very shortly here. If not, we'll be starting in 1 minute and 10 seconds. One thing's for sure, I'm glad you're doing a lot of live games, because for those who can't get out, especially with what situation we are here with the pandemic, certainly it's great to see all these people out to this game. But if you couldn't make it and you're watching it on TV, at least you get to see it, and you don't have to see the tape delay. You get to see it live, and that's a great thing, especially as the weather gets worse in the wintertime. That it's a great thing that Northern Berkshire Community Television is doing for its audience here in the Northern Berkshire.
Well, we got the whistle, the buzzer for the start of the second half here. And both teams getting some last-minute instructions.
By the looks of the arrow, it looks like Drury will start with the basketball. Being that when you start your second half, your player or your play to the basket of your bench. So Drury being on to our left or the north, they'll be going that direction in front of their bench, and then Hoosac will be going south,
right, in
the direction of their bench, and that's how college, all basketball set up that way. And I don't know what familiar rim is, as these kids come out to practice. What is their favorite rim? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It seems like they always have one. I'm not sure, but I know when I played, we all had the favorite rim, and it was the one in front of our bench.
All right, so Drury will inbound the ball first. Throwing it in for the Blue Devils, Alyssa Russell. Gets it over to Davis. Lauren Davis has been running that point all night for the Blue Devils. Pressured there by Boudreaux out front. And
they try to give and go.
Stolen away.
It didn't work.
And they find LaSure. She's under pressure by Davis.
McGrath went down, but
they're looking.
That's the second and third time she's fallen with those sneakers. Dad,
nice
buy another
move
pair.
by Billets.
Another two. That's her 6th point. And that was kind of the easy button. Nice little layup off the right-hand side.
On the pressure. Here comes McGrath. Can't find it on the outside. LaSure kicks it away. And the ball knocked out of bounds will stay with Hoosac Valley.
Boy, she put the Jets on there to get caught up. I think she just frustrated. That'd be Kayla Mcgrath.
29-15, Hoosac Valley here. Just the opening moments of this second half of action. Billets takes a step back, doesn't go. And there's once again Boudreaux on the board.
And she's not the tallest girl, but she got great position.
Look back.
There's a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, boom by 3.
Kayla Mcgrath
for the first 3 for Drury.
Downtown.
That was high and deep.
Cuts that lead to 11.
Oh, a steal.
Out
front. Ball. All right, let's see. It's going to go to Hoosac.
Yeah, on the possession arrow, it'll go over to Hoosac Valley.
When would it be the last time you ever see the same last names playing each other? You don't see that very often.
Not very
I don't know if
often.
they're related, but McGrath and McGrath. She lost track of her.
And Billets underneath.
Nice block by Hodling.
Billets sets it up.
Oh, a tackle. She got tackled.
And they're going to call a foul.
Yeah.
Frustration foul there by Billets, and that's going to be her 3rd.
I think so. I think you're right, and I think you're right on the call and the number. Yes, her 3rd. And then her replacement, who she's been using, is Abby Garabedian, and she's got 3. So what does she do?
Yeah,
you don't want anybody picking up their 4th. And she can't play defense, so that was smart to go right at her. And whose ball is it?
And it goes over to Hoosac Valley. And Bill's going to take a seat on the bench. Hannah Shea comes in.
Okay, yeah.
Hannah Shea.
You lose some height there, but Shea's been shooting the ball well. very well.
Oh, this is sure working the ball. Being pressured on that ball by Davis.
And it's got an open look. She's penetrating.
Davis down the lane. Doesn't
Everything
come
but
up.
the basket came right back out to Shea. Garabedian, nice. What a feed. Oh,
had a shot. It didn't go for
I don't
it.
know why she didn't put it up. She was right in a good
Here
spot.
comes McGrath.
Who gets McGrath?
Nothing there.
Well, they had somebody in the paint. Shea was in the paint. She couldn't get it off the way she wanted to.
Avery McGrath. And they're going to call a travel up front.
You know, I'm not making fun, but I don't remember the last time a girl went up vertical like that, you know, try to block a shot. They don't do it enough.
No,
I love it when they do it, but, you know, good for her, I guess. Just don't see it a lot.
5:24 to go here in this third quarter, and it's an 11-point Hoosac lead, 29-18. But
open look, Bishop. Oh, off the back rim, but she fouled her shot, even though Davis got the ball. A give and go.
Down the lane, doesn't go. The kick out to LaShore. On the trail is Shea. Thought about it for a minute. In low to Garabedian.
Nice kick out though. Oh, setup shot.
Doesn't go.
Everything but the basket.
LaShore.
Another bet. They just seem to be falling to him. I don't know. Good position by Hoosac.
So they'll reset now. And it's
McGrath's determined.
Garabedian thought about it.
What a move!
And
she got the basket. Taylor Garabedian with her 8th point.
Yeah, that was a strong move to the basket by Garabedian.
Determined for sure.
Ball tipped away.
Another turnover. Oh,
stolen back by McGrath.
And she got it. She got it. Her 13th point. 11 points. See if they can't cut it under 10.
McGrath.
Boomba! 3. Her second 3.
The senior answers with a big three-pointer for Hoosac Valley to break that momentum for Drury.
Passed up the 3. That was a deep 3. Oh, nice left-handed move. And she got it. Go.
Beautiful spinning move there.
Alyssa
Russell.
Her 6th point.
And we got a timeout on the court for Drury with 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. It's Hoosac Valley 34 and Drury 22. And Drury's not going away, John. They won't go away. Every time it looks like Hoosac Valley.
They're fighting, they're hustling. The only thing is, it seems to me Hoosac's offense is just, it's coming easier than the Drury offense.
Right.
But certainly the determination and the fight are on both sides, Drury and Hoosac.
And once again, we're thanking Northern Berkshire Community Television for tonight's live broadcast of high school basketball. This time from Drury High School, Bucky Boat Gymnasium, Hoosac Valley versus Drury.
This has been the home of the Drury Blue Devils since 1976. Quite a while.
Yes, it has been.
When it first opened up, the gym was a little bigger. It had there's a weight room there right on would be the south end of the court, and there was a big stands there. Of course, they had the wooden bleachers then too, and a lot more kids.
Right. Okay, Drury now picking up a little pressure here in the backcourt.
Oh, nice pass. Nice kick.
Here goes Shea down the line.
Yeah.
Ball blocked out of bounds. There'll be 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Sometimes the girls have got to fall off. When there's a bounce pass going like that, just come off your man and go steal it. And instead of just watching where she is.
And inside.
Nice block.
She
got it back.
And scored it.
Oh, she said, so what?
She stayed right with it.
Yeah.
You got to give her some credit.
LaShore.
Ashlyn LaShore. Her first basket.
First two, but that was a lot of determination there. That's fight. Bishop.
Nice short jumper. That's a good. In and out.
Good. She followed her shot like you're supposed to. In and out though on the.
Hannah Shea gets the ball away to McGrath. And a foul in the front court. It's going to go against Kayla Mcgrath.
Yep.
That's just the first team foul for Drury here in this second half.
They've only had 4 fouls for the whole game.
.247 to go in this third quarter. Good pick out front.
You're going to see this. Oh, nice fake.
And Hoosac Valley gets back into their offense. And another foul.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to go against McGrath. Now,
2 quick ones. Only her second.
Right.
We're in the second half, but you don't want to pick up that third one very quick because you're only in the third quarter. And we're going to get.
Davis is going to come back in now for Drury, replacing Brooke Bishop. So Lauren Davis back into the game. Got a little bit of a rest there.
Oh, nice. Attempted steal. Alyssa Russell almost came up with that. She saw the pass come in.
Avery McGrath.
Shea for 3.
Shea. Oh, good. Ball kicked out. Here comes Drury.
Davis with the ball.
Looking to run. A step back.
Off the
Comes
front
up
rim
short.
for
There's
Madison.
Lily Boudreau. Holding came up short on that.
That was, I think, Madison.
Dangerous cross-court pass there. Looking low again. Garabedian. There's step back. Doesn't
Just
go.
missed.
And Taylor
Nice
Garabedian with the offensive rebound on the putback. Except to stay with it.
Well,
and shot was blocked. Good defense interior
by
there.
Madison.
Holding, yeah.
Holding there. She had 2 blocks there.
Stayed right with it. A lot of action there on offense for Hoosac Valley. Interior. Inside, and she's going to draw the foul there.
A lot of fouls coming quick right now for Drury. That's Madison holding second.
And that'll put Taylor Garabedian on the line. And Hoosac Valley has yet, this is their first foul shots of
the game. Imagine that.
First foul shots of the game here.
Lefty. In and out.
Doesn't get it. She get one more here. Minute 21 to go in the third quarter. It's a 14-point
It's a
Hoosac
good
Valley
release.
lead. 36-22.
She'll get this. She'll probably get this one. She did. She did.
Good call there, John.
Well, she got a great release. She did in and out that first one. Sarkis.
Long three-pointer.
Oh, Sarkis with a boomba. 3.
Back to a 12-point game. Drury will not go away. Morgan Sarkis with a big three-pointer for the Blue Devils. Ashland Shore. Almost stolen. Yeah. Boy, that's down
nice.
The lane.
Oh, that was and it followed up. It followed up.
Go.
And Davis.
And a foul will go against Boudreau.
I'll tell you, she's been fighting the whole time she's been in there. For sure.
She had a couple from point-blank range, would not go. So.
Right. Only their second team foul for Hoosac.
41 seconds to go here in this third quarter. McGrath's covering each other. They are really face guarding.
Yeah.
Step back. Go!
Oh, 3 by Hodling. Madison, Boomba, 3 for Madison.
And it's got the lead down to 9. 2 3-pointers in a row for the Blue Devils. They're trying to crawl back in here. Garabedian. Step back.
Block.
Shot. Shot is blocked. So 7 seconds to go. The shot clock is off. Hoosac Valley will get the last shot.
All right.
For sure.
Oh,
Hard pick. Doesn't go. That's going to do it for the third quarter.
wow.
So Drury with a couple big three-pointers has crawled back into this one. They trail by 9, and they're going to have the ball first when we start the fourth quarter.
Well, they definitely cut in a little bit here. I mean, they scored 13 points that quarter where Hoosac only scored 10, I say only. But at least they got it inside the 10-point range with a couple late threes there. And that make them feel a little better and maybe more confident. Certainly the closer you can get to to a tie game, the pressure could switch over. But right now, Hoosac Valley's been through this so many times that, they're veterans when it comes to pressure, I would think.
We want to thank the Northern Berkshire Community Television broadcast production team here for tonight's broadcast. Peter Gentile here at the gym producing and filming the action for you. Back at the station, Dave Fabiano, Mr. Fabulous, helping get this game to you live on channel 1302. High school basketball. We got a dandy here at Drury. So here we go. Start the last quarter. Hoosac Valley comes out. Pressing defense. There's Davis from the side.
What an arc. Oh, I thought it was going to go
right,
in.
Didn't it go?
It didn't go. Hit the side of the rim.
Between her legs goes LaShore down the lane.
Off the back of the rim. Oh, look who's back.
But Billets with a putback.
Billets back. She gives it 2, her 8th point of the game, and she made it easy. Morgan, can she have lightning in the bottle? No, not. Nice rebound.
Oh, rebound comes out of there by Holding.
Totally. Madison. Oh, almost. Well, they ain't afraid to shoot the threes now.
No, they're not. They're throwing them up there.
Any shot's better than no shot.
Hoosac Valley. Billets on the post. And she doesn't get it. And down she goes.
Letting a lot of physical play go, let me tell you. That's high. Oh, a hustle play. Coach should have called timeout.
They're going to call it, tie it up. It'll go to Hoosac Valley. 6:54 to go. It's a Hoosac Valley 11-point lead. Both these teams playing hard. And you would expect nothing less in this one. LaShore. Looks for
nice
McGrath down the middle.
She traveled.
They're going to call it travel.
Yep. I think it's time for, if they can make they've had 2 attempts down here, haven't scored. They need to get a 2 here or maybe a 3. Cut it down a little bit more than it is already. Get it to 9 if they can.
It's a Garabian back in the game.
Oh.
Short shot there.
Nice position. That was Bishop? No.
Didn't go.
Anything but the basket.
Everything but the basket, John. That's right.
Everything.
LaShore pressing it into the front court. Down the lane. Doesn't go again. That's the second or third time.
Oh, but here comes Bishop. She's tacking the rim. And missed. Oh, she's got a rebound, though. Oh, holding an open look.
Can't get it to go. Both teams have missed some real bunnies here from point-blank range. Taylor Garabedian down the lane. It doesn't go.
Wow.
Again, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. That's going to go against Billets.
Her 4th.
That's her 4th.
If it's on her, it's her 4th. It is. You got to get the Boudreaux back in.
Well, Lily Boudreaux will come back in.
You have to. You got to save her to about the 3-minute mark. 2.5, 3-minute mark. Bring her back. You still have the lead. You still got 11-point lead.
Boy, both these teams working hard on defense. And they're going to call, Drury will call a timeout there. On the side, Coach Ian Downey wants some instructions there. They trail by 11, 5:37 to go here in this ball game. And it's been an entertaining one to say the least.
Yes, it has. We've had blocks. We've had shots that almost went in. They've had plenty of opportunity, both sides. You know, like you said, a couple of the bunnies didn't go in. But opportunity's there for both sides right now. And whoever gets them the fall now will have the best shot of winning, obviously.
Leading scorers in this one so far for the Blue Devils, you would expect Kayla Mcgrath with 13 points for Hoosac Valley. Avery Mcgrath with 10, both in double figures. The only players in double figures here in this one. And I'm told, John, that interestingly enough, both McGraths, their fathers have the first same name, Sean.
Really?
Yeah, so.
There's no relation, right?
No relation.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Who would have ever thought? And they're both seniors. It's almost like they got together, and said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do." Anyhow, both great athletes.
Okay, Drury now with the ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Penetrating.
And Davis on the lane. No good on that. And a putback.
Bishop.
Go.
Bishop.
Boy, they've had their chances.
1 and 2 footers, yeah.
Drury has had the chance.
Oh,
and the ball comes out of there. And a foul on the side. That's going to go against Russell. Boy, both teams have missed some.
Alyssa had a shot to go get the ball, and she just didn't attack the ball. Got to go after the ball, then she got the foul on top.
Caribbean going to take her time here. Hoosac Valley will set their offense. Plenty of time on the shot clock.
Oh, open look.
And go!
And a boomba three. And that's number 20. LaSure with a boomba three.
That's a big basket for Hoosac Valley. Oh, the pay was there. Extends the lead to 14 now with 4:46.
These are big turnovers now with this time remaining. That's a big turnover. Of course, they haven't scored a point in almost 3.5 minutes. Drury hasn't.
Oh, McGrath thought about it for a minute. She's deadly shooter. Alyssa Garabedian down the lane. Wild shot doesn't go. Nice rebound inside there by number 15, Brooke Bishop.
This is a must score basket for Drury right now. They have to break the ice and score.
We're heading to the 4-minute mark. And a give to McGrath and
score. She gets a 2.
Hard to the basket.
She's really got to take over now, I would think. You almost got to go, almost exclusively to her. And if she has a kick out.
And a foul out in front.
She gets a kick out, yeah. All right, number 5. She said not me, but it was. So her second, and that'd be Laura Davis.
And he'll get the ball into Shore. Davis hawking that ball. Hoosac Valley. Inside to Garabedian. Ball tied up.
A mug shot.
It's going to go over to Drury.
They let it go to a jump.
It's going to go back to Drury now.
That's what happens when you bring the ball down, though. You set yourself up for a grab like that, for a jump ball. All right, well. Can they make it 2 in a row? I think you got to get McGrath involved again.
And another timeout for Drury here. With 3:27 to go in this one, it's a 12-point Hoosac Valley lead, 42-30. It's been an entertaining game, to say the least. Hoosac Valley with a little bit of foul trouble in this one. They've had to sit some of their players, but they've hung in there.
Yeah, only Gabby Billets is the only one that's really foul trouble now, because even Alyssa Garabedian can afford a foul now. She's still with that 3. So other than the one lady, And I'd bring her back at about, depending on the score, or 2.5 minute mark, I'd bring her back or sooner. But you're up 12. You have the luxury to put her on the bench right now when you're up that many.
High score in this one for the Lady Blue Devils. It's been Kayla Mcgrath with 15 points. She went on a good run there in the first half. Quiet, really, in the second half. She just got that big 2-pointer for Drury to cut this lead down to 12. So,
and she came out with that flying 3-pointer. I think if you don't have an open look underneath, I think you're going to start seeing the threes come up. I'm just guessing.
Right.
I mean, you're down 12 and you only scored 2 points. You gotta start scoring something. And just because you miss a 3 doesn't mean you can't get the offensive rebound.
So Drury will inbound it here.
And
Ball tipped away. Oh, almost
Wow.
stolen there
Wow.
by Boudreaux.
You know what you got to do is as soon as she taps the ball, really race away from the ball defender.
There's McGrath with the step back.
Oh, in and out. It's halfway
she
down.
had a good look at it too, John.
Yeah, that's a shame. In and out.
From the corner.
First cutter through. Wide open person.
And there's doesn't go.
McGrath, and we got a foul on Garabedian, I believe.
Right, in the backcourt.
I think it's Alyssa. It is.
And that's the 14th foul for Drury. And for Hoosac Valley. Drury has 5 team fouls. 2:57 to go in this game. It's a 12-point Hoosac Valley lead. And Davis now working against Boudreaux. Drury's got to find some offense here quick. To the basket. Doesn't go again, and Drury and Hoosac Valley comes out of there with a rebound. That was another big miss.
Yeah.
Here comes LaSure. She's going to go up quick.
The rebound.
Doesn't go. And here comes Davis.
Davis got the ball now. Nice rebound by Brooke Bishop.
Davis long 3-pointer. Doesn't go. Rebound is to Boudreaux. And Hoosac Valley now slow it down as we approach the 2-minute mark of this game. And Hoosac Valley with the 12-point lead. And a foul on the sideline there. That'll go against Alyssa Russell. That's a 16 foul. That's Alyssa's 3rd foul, John.
Right.
Minute 57 to go, and Drury may have to start fouling here and put Hoosac Valley on the line. They trail by 12. There's the inbound. Nope, not there. Stolen away and almost stolen back. But the foul will go in the backcourt against Taylor Garabedian.
They're only her 2nd, but it's not shooting. They only got their 5th, so not the worst foul in the world.
No.
Now we're getting some, I would call Tic Tac fouls, where we've been seeing a lot of physical contact most of the game.
Right. Alyssa Russell looking to run down the lane.
You can't be burning so much clock here for your offense.
Yeah. Drury.
McGrath, she's going to take over. And she gets it to go. Another 2 for her.
And a timeout by Hoosac Valley with 1:30 to go. Hoosac Valley with a 10-point lead now. And Gabby Billets is going to check back in.
Yep. I think that's why she actually probably called a timeout, too. You're still up 10. Get your top rebounder. And she's got 8 points, so not like she's just not been rebounding. She's had a great offensive night, too. Very well balanced with Gabby Billets with 8 and Avery McGrath with 10 and Taylor Garabedian with 9 so far. These are all unofficial, but I think we're pretty accurate.
I think we are. You want to stay tuned following this game. Hopefully we'll get a couple post-game interviews here. On the floor, as this has been a spirited matchup. And John, Drury without question, came into this game as the underdog. They have to feel good about themselves. They have competed this entire game. They never went away.
Well, you're 100% right, Tim. You remember they were down, I think, 11-0 to start the game before they made their first basket. So I think it was just so rough start for them, and then after that, you can almost say they played them even. But you're right.
Hoosac Valley will inbound the ball here. Full court
wide
pressure.
open is Shea.
Yeah.
No, it was McGrath. I'm sorry.
McGrath is gonna, and there's a foul in the backcourt, and that's gonna put
1-1. Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, that's gonna put Avery McGrath on the line.
And it's Kayla's third foul. And 1-1. And again, what that means is she makes the first one. She gets a bonus if she happens to miss. Live ball.
Drury has to do some fouling. They've got to put Hoosac Valley on the line.
And she made it. Her 11th point.
Avery will get the next one now. Minute 26 to go.
And she makes the second.
Both.
That's right. They're 3 for 4. Only 4 free throws for Hoosac tonight.
12-point Hoosac Valley lead. Kayla McGrath on the top. Looking to penetrate. Going to take it hard to the basket. It doesn't go.
Oh, Bishop again and again. Bishop again.
Not there.
Bishop kicks it out. Holden gave up.
Not there.
Got to take that open look and not take the bounce in and get into traffic.
They had their chances in close, and McGrath will keep her hands on the ball, take it down the line. Doesn't score.
Bishops has about 10 rebounds
here comes
tonight.
Davis. We're under a minute to go. Russell doesn't get a wild shot there.
It was, yeah. It had no chance of going in.
Here comes LaShore. And now the foul again by McGrath.
Well, that's her fourth. I think after that one there, they're in the 1-on-1.
Right, with 40 seconds to go.
I'd stop I would call it the college, what do you call it when they keep, every 2 seconds they got a foul, whatever the term is. Garabedian. She misses the front end.
And Billets with a big rebound and a miss. McGrath, she wanted to put the dagger in it. She missed it again. She's going to let the clock run down here with 30 seconds. They're
and I'm not going to follow her, that's for sure. She just made the free throws. I mean, this game, it's rough. That's a good pass out.
And a foul underneath, and that's going to be it, I believe,
that's
for
McGrath's
McGrath.
Out. Yeah.
So,
a 1-on-1. You got to understand it's a 1-on-1, and it's not. You got to box out after the shot.
Great effort there by the senior Kayla McGrath, who will foul out here. But she had finished with, I believe, unofficially, John, 17 points.
That's what I got her for. And she makes the first. That'd be Alyssa Garabedian. The only thing left now is the final score.
That's her 5th point on the night. Hoosac Valley is 4 for 5 from the line. And like that,
and they get the ball back.
And they got the rebound back on
Don't
the
foul, just let it go. Yeah, he just said.
And 13 seconds to go in the game. Hoosac Valley will come out of here. It's a hard-fought win against a very spirited Drury Blue Devils squad. And that's it from Bucky Bull Gymnasium. Hoosac Valley wins it 45-32. And you want to stay tuned here. We're going to hopefully have a post-game interview on the floor for Hoosac Valley. We'll see if we can get somebody. We should. But the final here was Hoosac Valley 45-32. And John, recapping, like you said, Hoosac Valley came out fast out of the gate, and they took an 11-0 lead. But Drury, there were times where it looked like Hoosac Valley was going to take over and run away.
And they didn't, and it's all. And that's what's the upside of it. Drury held in there, hung in there for the whole game. It's hard to spot somebody 11 points to start out the game, and you look at the final score, it's almost even for the next 3 quarters. But they tried hard all night, never gave up, and that's the spirit. And certainly the Hoosac girls had spirit all night, and that's all you can hope for, that they play hard and have the spirit and are, they give it their all, and you can tell that they did. And that's all you can ask us for as a coach.
Yeah, no question about it. They got a great effort, great effort up front. We're going to go down on the floor here in just a moment and hopefully get an interview. And
while you do that, I'll probably run down the scoring for
Very
you
good.
as you do your search. Okay. For the visitors, Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, coached by Holly McGovern. Scoring for tonight, Avery McGrath, 12. Taylor Garabedian, second up with 9. Her sister, her sister had only 5. That'd be Alyssa Garabedian. Gabby Billets had 8. Lily Boudreau had 2. And Ashlyn LaSure had 5. For a total of 45. For Drury, it was pretty easy. This top scorer, Kayla Mcgrath, had 17. Next up was Alyssa Russell. She had 6. Brooke Bishop had 3. Madison Hodling had 3. And Morgan Sarkis had 3. For a total of 32. I will say that Brooke Bishop had a lot of rebounds. She played hard underneath. Comes to mind, even though they all played really hard. But a lot of the short bunny, or we say the short baskets from 3 feet and in, did not go for Drury, where more so they went in for Hoosac. They certainly deserved the game as they made a lot more shots underneath. And for threes tonight, both teams have 3. I know we have a lot of these in high school and college and pro. Kayla McGrath had a 3. Like I said, Morgan Sarkis had a 3, and Madison Holding had a 3. And for the Lady Canes, Avery McGrath had 2 3. Avery McGrath had 2 threes, and Ashlyn LaSure had 1 for a total of 3. So I know that Tim's down on the floor. I don't know if he's got anybody yet. He has?
Well,
Okay.
with senior captain Amy McGrath, and Amy, we're going to try to do this in the socially distant way.
Cool.
You know, Avery, it's always tough against Drury. It's
Yeah.
always tough.
For sure. I mean, we haven't played them in a while, like a real game. So it was really nice to come out here with a bunch of crowd. It was nice. Really needed it.
And I'll tell you, Avery, hats off to Drury. You guys jumped out quick against them. You actually were ahead 11-0. And there were times when it looked like you were going to put the killing touch on them. They never went away.
Yeah, I mean, Coach really put some emphasis in everything we did at practice the past few days. We were ready. We had a lot of energy. We came out really strong. I mean, when a team scores less than 35, you're in good hands.
Well, that's really been no question about it. We've watched you now a couple of times. There's no question you guys play a good defense. You were very spirited tonight defensively, and we're able to hold down this team to under 40 points.
Yeah, I mean, we communicate a lot on defense. I mean, that's one of our strengths. So as long as we keep talking, we're gonna be good.
Well, Avery, it doesn't get any easier for the Hurricanes. You go to 4-1 now.
Yeah.
You got a big one on Wednesday night back at Hoosac Valley against Taconic. That should be a real dandy of a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, they have a really big post player, so Gabby's got a lot of work to do.
Well, listen, we want to wish you the best of luck. We had a great time. We did this game live tonight. It was a real pleasure. We've done you guys live twice now the last couple of nights, and you guys have off to a great start, 4-1. It doesn't get any easier playing some really good competition, and of course, everybody brings their A game against you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. I love that people are excited to play us. It makes our game better, for sure.
Right. The coach from Amherst said, they were off to a good start, and he said before the game last week, he said, yeah, we're off to a good start, but now we're playing the real deal here at Hoosac Valley.
Yeah.
So you guys have established quite a reputation. The good and bad comes with that, though. You get your A game every night from your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to put it. Everyone's just so enthusiastic on the bench, at practice. Everyone on the court is so into it. I mean, it's a really good group of girls.
And you had some foul trouble in this game tonight, and you got some good contributions, especially from Lily Boudreau. She came off the bench, and she did a nice job for you guys.
Yeah, she was our spark tonight, for sure. Had to have been.
Avery, thanks a lot for joining us after the game. We really appreciate it. We want to wish you the best of luck. We'll see you down the road. We'll be doing some more games, okay?
For sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Avery McGrath and John, once again here from Bucky Bullet. It was a great contest between these two squads. Very spirited, and it was what you would expect from a Hoosac Valley Drury basketball game.
Well, certainly, Tim. I would have joined you down there, but I knew you were in search of. It was very spirited, great game. A jury can look at this tape and say, some of the things they can work on, certainly, but it was a great game. And I'd just like to wish everybody out there a Happy New Year. This is my last broadcast of the year, and it was fun with you, Tim, and it was a great game to do. Thank you.
Well, that's going to do it here for the Northern Berkshire Community Television broadcast crew. I want to thank my broadcasting sidekick, John Bird. We won't see him the rest of the year, but we've really enjoyed doing our 2 games here. It was a dandy here at Bucky Bullet Gymnasium. Hoosac Valley with the win, 45-32. For Peter Gentile, our producer, Dave Fabiano, back at the studio, we want to say thank you and good night.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your new year.